When we take a look at the top down here, we're always looking at the broad market and saying, where do we think stocks and bonds are going? And we look at the bottom up, that's looking at the individual stocks in the portfolio. And oftentimes they kind of coincide together. So if we look back at the chart behind me on where we were in the beginning of May, we said, this is a very important level here. And we actually eclipsed that level, but came down right below on an announcement. So what that tells me is that level is still in play. And if I flip to this weekly chart behind me of the S&P 500, you can see that there's a possibility that we could go up higher here, but the downside risk, in our opinion, is a lot greater. So when we look at the return to risk, it just looks unfavorable now. So that doesn't mean that we sell out of everything completely, but we want to make sure that we're more defensive in nature, especially heading into the summer when there's more uncertainty. So let's turn it over to Brian to look at what does that defensive posture actually look like from the bottom up.
Yeah, Jake, the theme continues from last month's episode, and that's volatility. So we continue to see that and continue to foresee that for the near future, but we're continuing to take advantage of it as well. We've been selling certain positions and buying new positions as we be somewhat patient and somewhat defensive to make it through whatever's ahead. So speaking of Gap, we sold our position in Gap for a sizable gain. We also sold our position in McDonald's for a small gain as well. Now we've moved into healthcare and consumer staples. We bought a position in Hershey stock. Yes, chocolate is in fact a consumer staple, but we also bought a position in Amgen as well. And we continue to hold our stock of the month this month in the healthcare sector, and that's Johnson & Johnson. You can read more about it in Stock Stories. If you want to know how these positions specifically affect your plan, give the office a call. But as always, stay in touch with Econ Wealth. This has been Top Down, Bottom Up with Jake and Brian.